welcome back to the morning show. I'm Hugh Harris, and we're here for the weekly sports segment at Hurricane Creek Park. I'm here with John McCrary, and we're standing under the Natural Bridge, one of the most beautiful parts of the park, and something that everybody ought to take the opportunity to see if you haven't been up here. So how's it been this summer, John?
Oh, it's been really good. And like you said, this is one of the most beautiful features in the park, the Natural Bridge, and many other rock shelters in the park too.
And since we've been doing our segments up here, we've been able to explore some of the parts of the park. And you know, you think in your mind you got to go to the Great Smoky Mountains or out west to see formations like this, but you know, this is 10 minutes away.
Right, you are so right. And we spoke about the Appalachian Trail earlier that we both hiked some parts of, and I've talked with people while I was there, you know, that said that you know, they're from this area and how beautiful it is here. And I don't think a lot of people know just what's in their backyard.
Well, we're hoping we can educate people and give them the opportunity to get up off the couch and get up here and get some exercise and quit spending all that money on those fad diets and really do something that'll be long-lasting and healthy for them.
Right. I think you're right about getting up and getting out, getting off the couch. Don't stop going to the gym, but definitely come out. This place is not only beautiful, but it is a workout. Yeah. We don't make any bones about it. You come in up here, we make sure we tell you that be prepared to hike.
Yeah, well, I was discussing getting back on the trail with some of my coworkers at lunch today, and they asked how much you lose in a week's time, and you can easily lose 10 to 15 pounds when you get out and carry everything and eat healthy and walk all day.
You are so right. And I find that out working here. Chainsaws and blowers are heavy. And yeah, if you strap on a backpack and grab the family and put your tennis shoes on and just come enjoy the outdoors for a day. And
this Natural Bridge is just beautiful. It goes up behind us, and you can actually climb up the back of it, and it's just a beautiful rock formation and stuck out here right off Highway 31 here in Cullman County. And we've moved along the trail, and we're at one of the most beautiful areas of a natural shelter that has existed for thousands of years and was home probably to Native Americans years and years ago. It's just a great area. And we talked about the physical aspect of the hiking here at Hurricane Creek Park, but the educational opportunities here are just unbelievable. And you've mentioned a tree just to your left, which is a directional tree that the Indians fixed long ago. Could you explain that a little bit to us?
Well, and you know, I've spent all my life in the woods, and just a couple of years ago picked up a book called Indian Trail Trees, and discovered all those odd bent looking trees that I'd seen all my life and that I just considered act of God. Found out that actually many of them were designed by the Native Americans to point the way in the woods, you know, the dense woods. They basically used them for signposts. And I've found about 6 different types, and I haven't been able to find anybody, and I'm talking about even the Indian chiefs that either know or are willing to tell us what the significance of the different shapes are. But the park I've counted almost 25 of the trees, and we've got 2 of them that I think are close to 300 years old. Mm-hmm.
Well, we're right across the top of the hill from the Dakota tribe, some of their native grounds, and it just takes you back. You can almost see and hear the Indians as they worked and lived under some of these overhangs and availed themselves of the natural shelters that exist along the trail.
Right. And, if you really know what to look for when you're in the woods, especially when you come to a place like Hurricane Creek, you see a lot more. You can see under the shelters that, they were obviously used for thousands of years, for a place to live. And then when you find the trail pointer trees that may point to a spring or a cave or just the path through the woods, an easy way through the gap or through the bluff side, it just makes the woods a lot more interesting.
Okay, well, we appreciate you pointing that out to us, and we're going to move along to the trail to another spot. We've made our way to the bottom, and we've run across some day hikers who've been out for a picnic and trying to get a few hours of fun in before school starts next week. Now, give me your name.
Oakley White.
And how about you?
Mine, Grace Evans.
And Miss Evans, I understand you're going to be at West Elementary and you're at Cullman Middle School. So what have y'all been up to out here in the beautiful woods this afternoon?
We came down here to have a picnic. Then we went through the Twilight Tunnel, and then we took the mile hike back to the picnic area.
Okay. Have you had fun?
Yes, sir.
Have you ever been here before?
One time.
Okay. Well, it's beautiful down here. Have you ever been here before?
No, this is my first time.
Oh, okay. And I understand your mom was probably a teacher at the middle school, isn't she?
Yeah, she's a PE teacher.
Okay. Well, we appreciate you talking with us for a minute, and y'all fixing to make that trek back up the hill, so catch your breath and keep those feet moving. In this particular area, we've moved down along the creek where the picnic tables, and this is an area where you can start working your way back up to the top. And tell us a little bit about this area and what's available here.
Well, this is the old picnic area, the original picnic area that Mr. Rogers built. We've got another one on a little bit further down the creek, but this one has got a covered pavilion, and it's the main climbing area. And it's also got a really pretty dam that Mr. Rogers built about 30 years ago and created a nice cold swimming hole.
Well, it's nice, and it's almost an invitation to get in there today, and we've seen some climbers up here on the rock face just to our right. So this is a fun area, and I guess when the water's up in the spring, this would be some more beautiful area.
Right, and directly across from the picnic area, there's a 40-foot waterfall. And, we have plenty of waterfalls in the park. It's just that they are rain-fed. And, so a lot of times you have to catch them right after it's rained to really see the beauty of the park. But, and some of the, looks like mountain bikers took a swim today.
Well, it's certainly a beautiful area, and we'd certainly encourage everyone to come out in the spring and fall when you've had a lot of rains and really see some majestic waterfalls and just a beautiful flowing creek. This is our fourth and final stop on our hiking segment of our sports segment here on TV 27, and what a great spot to end up. We're at the Twilight Tunnel, where we're availing ourselves of nature's pure air conditioner with no electrical charge. So tell us a little bit about the tunnel, John.
Well, I think it's probably the most famous attraction here at the park, the infamous Twilight Tunnel. And I believe about 200 years ago, earthquake caused the end of the mountain to separate and formed about a 4-foot wide, 40-foot tall, about 100 feet long crack. And you can, Mr. Buddy Rogers, when he found it, he went through and cleaned it and made it to where you could easily walk through. And it comes out on the lookout just around the turn.
Okay. Well, it's certainly a beautiful area, and as we discussed, if we were looking for a camp, this would certainly be the place with the air conditioning here in the hot times of summer, because it's unbelievable how cool the air is that's coming through the tunnel.
Right, and usually you get that from a cave that's trying to equalize the barometric pressure, but even though this wouldn't be considered a cave, it's just a crack, it still forms its own weather, and have a really nice breeze right at the entrance.
Okay. Well, we've certainly enjoyed our time here at Hurricane Creek Park, and we hope our viewers will take the time to get up here and get out in the fresh air and bring their kids and educate them a little bit about the native history that's so prevalent here in Hurricane Creek Park, and just a great way to exercise and make you feel revived, and sure beats a bad day at the office.
Oh, yeah, like what do they say? A bad day fishing's better than a good day at work?
Yes, so it's only 5-10 minutes from town, and just a beautiful sight, and we appreciate the time and effort you put into these segments with us, and we hope people will come out and really enjoy the benefits that we have here at Hurricane Creek Park.
Yes, sir.
And we'll be back after a short commercial break.